This is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news, and I have a lot of personal news for you guys, obviously, because I was feeling very down in the dumps, very sad, very upset, fatigued, burned out, and you know, I talked about possibly even quitting streaming for an extended period of time. And then, you know, on an impromptu note, decided to take a day off. And then that day turned into 2 days. Took Saturday off, Sunday off.
13 months of this degeneracy.
I feel a lot better right now. And it was like full blown. Oops. It was, I would say this was like a full break. You know what I mean? A break from the internet in general. Like it was, I didn't, normally when I like take a day off for one reason or the other, I am still like, you know, posting regularly. I'm still posting nonstop. I don't think I posted that much over the course of this weekend. And part of the reason why I did not do that is because, you know, I was sleeping for the most part. Oh my God. Saturday, went out Friday night. Big mistake. Big fucking mistake. Went out Friday night because I was like, you know, feeling kind of bummy, whatever. And I drank. Big mistake. Okay. Not a good idea. I just do not recommend drinking. I think I might actually like stop drinking altogether when I go out. And instead, you literally were constantly tweeting. Really? Was I? Anyway, regardless, I thought it was less. I thought my activity was less than regular, but I did not watch Succession last night. No, I did not watch the new Curb, nor did I watch the new Succession last night. So instead, I spent the time with my brother and his girlfriend. And anyway, I'll get started on my personal journey this weekend. But Friday I worked out, I streamed, I had like my little fucking meltdown moment because it was like really starting to get to me, all the fucking shit that I read on a daily basis on the internet. And more importantly than that, old heads and old fans of the show know, like, there is sometimes I go through these cycles. I've been through these cycles before. I've had like a way worse workload in the past when I used to work at the Young Turks and also stream at the same time. But
can I please get welcome to the jungle?
When I would get like really, when my schedule would get really hectic and like things would start piling on the back end in the real world, you know, things that I need to do, you know, ID stuff. Like I need to get a fucking real ID. You know what I mean? Shit like that. That's just been like sitting in the back of my skull for like months. And I know this probably happens to some of you older chatters as well, where you just like put off real life shit because you're like constantly working and you don't want to think about that. And it almost becomes therapeutic. Like work becomes an escape from the real life shit that you need to do.
Welcome back, Hassie.
And I know this from like working at a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking terrible. Like what? You're going to take a day off on the weekend or during the week and like go to the DMV? That fucking sucks. So basically that was what was going on, as well as everything else. So, you know, it was getting really hectic. And the endless sequence of like cancellations, which is not even real. Obviously. Cancellation is not real, but it still gets to me, you know? But the endless sequence of like people just shitting on me, being like, you're fake, you're a grifter, you're a bad person. It was like finally like, oh God, it's like, it just hurts. It sucks. So went out with some friends on Friday, drank, big mistake, was so incredibly hungover the entirety of Saturday, which I was going to quit. Like I was not going to stream on that day anyway. Spent the entirety of Saturday sleeping and watching Twin Peaks and just eating as much food as I humanly could. And then same thing with Sunday, that like I thought about potentially streaming, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna do it. 2 days in a row I did not stream at all, and I just you know, exercised my my gluttony, and it was good overall. I felt better about just like tuning out for a little bit, because I usually, when I take time off,
let's get this let's MHH.
I feel
top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the
I
morning,
feel like I don't know. It's definitely not a healthy thing to think, but whenever I take time off, I feel like I'm betraying my community. You know what I mean? Like, it fucking sucks. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, it just feels probably not healthy, and it's parasocial as fuck, but like, I literally feel like I being selfish or some shit, you know? But and it just like feels empty. I'm like, I don't know what to fucking do with all this empty space. Like, what do I do? But it was good. I think it was good overall. No, I have not watched the new Channel 5 video yet, man. I've been live for 17 minutes. I haven't even finished my intro yet. So no, I have not watched the new Channel 5 yet, but we'll get to it. Okay? I promise. But see, look at the way I reacted to that now. Normally, at like the tail end, before I was like fucking melting down, I would have been screaming at that chatter. You know, for fucking coming in here and just being like, dude, why don't you watch this shit? The Channel 5 video is 26 minutes old. That's funny. Anyway, but yeah. And on the first night, there was an LSF post. Someone clipped, of course, me fucking being like, I hate this. I hate it so much. Like, you know, we constantly get fucking harassed as streamers and it sucks. And like, the only thing to do is just like wait for someone else. Wait for the fucking weirdos to just like move on to someone else half the time. And like, people have made it their content to just like fucking, you know, in the most deranged way possible, just like shit on streamers, specifically me, as I was talking about myself. And even predictably, even on that LSF post, half the comments, and I've read through them, half the comments were like, yeah, fuck you. You made your bed, sleep in it. Like, I was like, why am I doing this to myself? You know what I mean? I'm just gonna stop reading this shit. Like, I could do that. You know what I mean? I've made decisions in the past in my streaming career to like avoid trolls and like obvious clout farmers that simply make a living off of extending this sort of drama, simply make a living off of just like making everybody as miserable as they are. And you know, I'll keep going to LSF. I'm just not gonna like sort by controversial and look for like the fucking worst comments and shit, because I was like, there's absolutely no reason for me to subject myself to this shit. You know what I mean? Recognizing the positive comments is not as helpful as like avoiding the negative comments is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway. So I'm gonna try to not look at all the fucking weird comments and shit. Number one king, clout farmer Glenn Greenwald called you out earlier. Yeah, I saw. I mean, that's different. We can talk about that in a little bit if you want. I don't really care about it that much. But most importantly though, so you know, I didn't do shit. And then last night I watched the Robert Pattinson movie High Life with my brother and his girlfriend. We ordered pizza and Fiona was there. I was like hanging out with Fiona. And first of all, I'll just say this about High Life, okay? It's if you're like really into fucking space movies or whatever, like, this is not a movie about space. This is more so a movie about prisons. This is a movie about like captivity, you know what I mean? Rather than one about space in general. Isn't Robert Pattinson so hot? Yeah, he looked really good in that. I saw it with Claire Dennis and Robert Pattinson Q&A. It was a decent movie. I think it could have been better, but whatever. It's not Dune? No. Why is it rated 5.8 on IMDb? I don't fucking know. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do a little bit better. I'm gonna try to do better for this community too. Obviously, for my own safety and mental health and happiness, I'm gonna try to, like, you know, not focus so much on the negative shit and just like ban and move on. Who cares if they fucking, you know, let that hatred fester, or just avoid reading it, or I'm going to what the fuck is this? Yeah, I'm just gonna, I don't know what I was saying. I totally forgot what I was saying. Anyway, yeah, I'm in a better mood overall though, if that's what you guys are wondering. Well, the important thing is, for the stream at least, like, me being in a better mood overall means I can make better content, means I can be more entertaining, means I won't fucking blow up on random chatters that are like coming in. Because I've been like really defensive. I've been really defensive nonstop for like the past couple of weeks, where it's just like anyone that comes in, I just immediately assume like, you are a foe, you are hostile, I will treat you as like my, you know, mortal enemy. And it's like, sometimes it's just literally just a chatter. So that's what I got. I'm sorry, I was a jerk, said Papilla. Another VOD removed. I didn't realize my meme affected you like that. I wanted to apologize directly. It's all good, man. I saw your other comments. You noticed it immediately. Mental health, one simply can't be left insane. Yeah, I mean, it's true.